Welcome to my channel Liberty Old Coin and 3 Coins History Lovers. Today we are going on a journey to unlock a secret hiding in plain sight, a small piece of metal that holds a story of a nation's transformation and a potential fortune just waiting to be discovered. First up, forget everything you think you know about spare change. We're not talking about pocket lint or forgotten pennies. The star of our show today is a single, specific piece of history, a coin that could be the difference between a cup of coffee and a down payment on a dream. Let's get right into it. The coin we are obsessing over today is the 1967 Australian 20-cent piece. Now, this isn't just any old coin. This is a physical time capsule from a pivotal moment when Australia completely reinvented its money. To understand why this coin was made, we have to go back to a massive event known as decimalization. On the 14th of February, 1966, a day they called C-Day, Australia said goodbye to the confusing system of pounds, shillings, and pence and welcomed the shiny new Australian dollar. The brand new 20-cent coin was designed to perfectly replace the old florin coin, being the exact same size and weight so that vending machines and piggy banks didn't have to change overnight. The first ones hit the streets in 1966, and by 1967, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was in full swing, churning out these little beauties. Now, let's talk about the art and soul of this coin. The front, or obverse, features a stunning portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II. This specific design is called the second portrait, and it was crafted by the talented artist Arnold Mackin. You'll see her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a diamond-studded masterpiece that was a wedding gift from her grandmother, Queen Mary. That's royal elegance captured in cupronickel. Flip the coin over to the reverse side, and you meet Australia's most bizarre and beloved creature, the platypus. This iconic design was created by Stuart Devlin, and it shows the duck-billed animal swimming gracefully through a swirl of water. Look closely near the platypus's right paw, and you might spot the tiny, almost invisible initials SD, the artist's secret signature. Now, let's talk about why this coin is your golden ticket. The plain and simple circulated version you might find at a garage sale isn't going to send you to the moon. But, and this is a huge but, if you find one that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, the story changes drastically. According to official price guides, a standard 1967 20-cent coin in average circulated condition is worth only its face value of about 20 cents. But as the condition climbs up the grading scale, so does the price. A coin in extremely fine condition could be worth between $5 and $15, but when you hit the top grades, the magic happens. Let's look at the numbers, and I mean the real, serious numbers. A specimen graded as MS60, which is just on the cusp of perfection, can sell for between $40 and $70. But hold on to your seats, because if you have a coin graded MS65, which is truly exceptional, we're talking about a value between $180 and a stunning $350. But wait, we are just getting started, because the maximum value of this coin isn't found in a standard version. It is found in the mistakes. The most famous and valuable error for this series is the wavy baseline 2 error. On a normal coin, the base of the number 2 in the date is a straight line. But on this rare error coin, that line looks like a wavy squiggle, and that little wavy line can be worth a small fortune. In fact, this specific wavy 2 error on a high-grade 1967 coin has been valued at nearly $5,000. We are talking about a coin that started as 20 cents turning into $4,750. That is a return on investment that would make a stockbroker weep with joy. But the treasure hunt doesn't end there. There is another unicorn among these coins, the split planchet error. This happens when the metal blank that the coin is stamped on is defective and actually splits apart. One of these error coins for 1967 has a crazy backstory where the owner's mother dropped it in a milk bar in Victoria, and it split in half right there on the floor. The value of such a bizarre and rare mistake can reach sky-high prices at auction. So, what is the absolute maximum value we can sell this coin for? Well, if you take the standard MS65 price of $350 and compare it to the error coin value of $4,750, the ceiling is high. But the true maximum value is achieved with an error coin in the absolute best condition. Reports from major coin auction houses show that a pair of 1967 uncirculated 20-cent coins from the Royal Australian Mint roll was once sold for $650 for just the roll. But the king of the hill is the Wavy 2 error. Independent numismatic experts have specifically valued the 1967 20-cent coin with a Wavy baseline 2 error at a staggering $4,750 US. That is the maximum prize we are chasing today, folks. A coin that you could have sitting in an old coffee can or stuck behind the washing machine, potentially worth nearly $5,000. So, here is the motivation. Go check your change. Look in your parents' attic. Dig through those old coin jars. You're looking for a Queen Elizabeth portrait, a swimming platypus, and the date 1967. Then, grab a magnifying glass and check the number 2. If that line is wavy, you have just found yourself a ticket worth a serious payday. Get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to lock in that value, and then you can sell it to a collector or at auction for its maximum price. The treasure is out there. Now go find it. Next coin, let's talk about a coin that's been sitting in your change jar, your old piggy bank, or maybe even lost in the couch cushions for decades. We are diving deep into the story of a 1976 Australian 20-cent piece, a coin that has an incredible secret and a future so bright, it might just turn your spare change into something truly special. First up, hold on to your hats, because this isn't just any old piece of metal. We're talking about a single, specific coin, the one with the queen on one side and the beloved platypus on the other. This is the 1976 20-cent coin, and we're going to uncover every detail about its history, its hidden value, and the jaw-dropping potential it holds for your future. To understand this coin, we have to go back to a monumental moment in Australian history, the switch to decimal currency on the 14th of February 1966. That's when the old pounds, shillings, and pence were replaced by the shiny new Australian dollars, and the 20-cent coin was born, perfectly matching the old florin in size and weight. By 1976, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was running at full speed, producing millions of these coins. The front of this coin, or the obverse, features the beautiful second portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the renowned artist Arnold Mackin, with her wearing the stunning Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Flip this coin over to the reverse, and you meet Australia's most unique creature, the platypus, gracefully swimming through swirls of water. This iconic design was created by Stuart Devlin, and if you look very closely near the platypus's right paw, you can spot his tiny, almost hidden initials, SD, his secret artist signature. Now, let's talk about the raw numbers. A staggering 59,774,000 of these coins were struck for circulation in 1976, making them incredibly common in the world of coin collecting. In fact, the mintage is so high that the Royal Australian Mint even produced a separate run of 21,200 special proof coins for collectors, housed in beautiful mint sets. So, with such a huge number out there, can this coin really be valuable? The answer is a resounding yes, but only if you know what to look for. A standard worn-out 1976 20-cent coin that you might get as change from the corner store is only worth its face value, just 20 cents. However, the moment we step into the world of mint state or uncirculated coins, the story changes dramatically. According to the official price guides, a coin graded as MS63, which is a very nice, uncirculated example, can be valued at around $4.60. That's already 23 times its face value. As the grade climbs higher, so does the price. A stunning MS65 coin, which is in near-perfect condition with barely any flaws, can see its value jump to around $10.50. And if you have been incredibly lucky enough to find a coin that has never been touched by human hands, graded as MS66, we are talking about a value of $19.20. But hold on, because this is where it gets truly exciting. A gem-quality 1976 20-cent coin, graded as MS67, which is incredibly rare for a coin of this age, can be worth as much as $52.50. That is a massive 262 times its original face value. A phenomenal return on a simple 20-cent piece. Now let's talk about the real treasure, the error coins. While the 1976 year isn't famous for a massive variety like the 1966 wavy baseline, there are still rare mint errors that can make your heart skip a beat. One such error is the clamshell split planchet error, where the metal blank was defective and actually split apart, leaving the coin looking like an opening clamshell. These error coins are incredibly scarce and are highly sought after by specialist collectors. A 1976 20-cent coin with a significant split planchet error, in good condition, could easily be worth several $100s or even more, depending on the severity and visual appeal of the mistake. There are also other exciting errors to hunt for, such as the off-center strike, where the coin was struck partially outside the minting press, or the famous 1976 50-cent coin that was accidentally struck on a 20-cent planchet, a fascinating wrong planchet error. While that specific error is on a 50-cent coin, it shows the kind of mistakes that were happening at the mint. So, what is the maximum value we can expect for this coin right now? For a standard, top-grade MS 67 1976 20-cent piece, the current maximum market value sits comfortably at around $52.50. But if you stumble upon a rare error coin, like a clamshell or a dramatic off-center strike, the maximum value could easily skyrocket to over $200 or even $500, depending on the collector's demand. And this brings us to the most important question of all. Can this coin be valuable in the future? The answer is a powerful yes. As the years pass, coins like this become rarer in high grades because they get lost, damaged, or melted down. The supply of beautiful MS 67 and error coins is fixed and will only shrink while the number of collectors grows. When demand rises and supply falls, prices can only go one direction, up. The $52.50 coin of today could easily be a $200 coin or more in the next 10 to 20 years. We are talking about a potential future maximum value that could reach into the hundreds or even the thousands of dollars for exceptional errors. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go on a treasure hunt right in your own home. Dig through every old jar, every forgotten drawer, and every dusty corner. You are looking for that 1976 date, the Queen's portrait, and the swimming platypus. But most importantly, you are looking for perfection, coins that look like they were minted yesterday, or those strange, off-center, error coins that don't look quite right. If you find one that looks special, do not clean it. Cleaning a coin destroys its value instantly. Instead, get it certified and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. That certification is your golden ticket that proves its authenticity and grade to the world. Once it is certified, you can sell it at a major coin auction or to a private collector for its maximum value. You are not just holding a 20-cent coin. You are holding a piece of Australian history with a future that is just beginning to unfold. This small, unassuming coin could be the sleeper hit in your collection, a future treasure hiding in plain sight. Now, get out there and start searching because your future fortune might be smaller than the palm of your hand. Second coin most people treat as nothing more than a simple piece of pocket change. But for those in the know, it is a hidden opportunity waiting to be discovered. We are diving deep into the story of the 1977 Australian 20-cent piece. A single coin that could be sitting in your car's ashtray, your old school bag, or the bottom of a forgotten drawer, just waiting to reveal its true potential. First up, to understand why this coin matters, we have to go back to a revolutionary moment in Australian history called decimalisation. On the 14th of February 1966, a day forever known as C-Day, Australia completely reinvented its money system, saying goodbye to the complicated world of pounds, shillings, and pence, and welcoming the shiny new Australian dollar with open arms. The new 20-cent coin was specifically designed to be the perfect replacement for the old silver florin coin, sharing the exact same size, weight, and feel so that every vending machine, parking meter, and piggy bank in the country could accept it without missing a beat. The very first batch rolled off the presses in 1966, and by the time 1977 came around, The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was firing on all cylinders, producing millions of these little treasures every single day. Now let's look at the face of this coin, the front side, which collectors call the obverse. This side features the absolutely stunning second portrait of a young and vibrant Queen Elizabeth II, a design crafted by the master artist Arnold Mackin. You can see her wearing the breathtaking Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a diamond-studded royal heirloom that was actually a wedding gift to her from her own grandmother, Queen Mary, back in 1947. Flip this magnificent coin over to the reverse side, and you'll be greeted by Australia's most beloved and bizarre creature, the one and only swimming platypus. This iconic design was brought to life by the talented artist Stuart Devlin, and it perfectly captures the platypus gracefully gliding through swirling water. And here is your secret treasure map. Look very closely near the platypus's right front paw, and you will spot the artist's tiny, almost invisible initials, SD, his secret signature hidden in plain sight. Now, let's talk about the raw numbers because they tell a fascinating story. The official records show that a staggering 41,272,000 of these coins were minted for circulation in 1977, making them incredibly common in the world of coin collecting. In addition to those, the mint also produced a separate run of 55,000 special proof coins, which were high-quality versions sold directly to collectors in beautiful mint sets. So, with such a massive number out there, is this coin really valuable? The answer is a powerful yes, but only if you know exactly what to look for. A standard worn-out 1977 20-cent coin that has been bouncing around in people's pockets for the last 49 years is unfortunately only worth its face value. A mere 20 cents, nothing more than a drop in the bucket. However, the moment we step into the world of high-grade, uncirculated coins, the story changes dramatically and becomes incredibly exciting. According to the latest official price guides, a coin graded as uncirculated, meaning it has never been used in daily commerce, can already be worth around $2.40. That is already 12 times its original face value, a fantastic return on a simple piece of change. But hold on to your hats, because as the condition climbs higher, so does the price, and it climbs fast. A stunning choice uncirculated coin, which shows almost no signs of wear and has brilliant luster, can easily fetch around $10.50. That is more than 50 times its face value, turning a single 20-cent coin into a crisp $10 bill. Now, this is where it gets truly magical. If you have been incredibly lucky and found a gem uncirculated 1977 20-cent coin, a piece that is in near-perfect condition with stunning eye appeal, the value can soar to around $26.40. We're talking about a single coin that started as 20 cents, now being worth over 130 times its original value. A treasure hiding in plain sight. Let's look at the ceiling, the absolute maximum potential for a standard high-grade coin. A flawless choice gem uncirculated specimen, which is incredibly rare for a coin of this age, is currently valued at an impressive $64.80. That means a single coin, no bigger than a bottle cap, could be worth a whopping 324 times its face value. A staggering transformation. But wait, there is even more to this story, because the true maximum value for any coin always lies in the heirs. While the 1977 year is not famous for a massive variety like the legendary 1966 wavy baseline error, which can be worth up to $4,750, the 1977 coin can still have rare mint errors that will make your heart race. These include split planchet errors, where the metal blank was defective and started to flake apart, or off-center strikes, where the coin was struck completely outside the center of the press. These error coins are exceptionally scarce and are highly sought after by specialist collectors who will pay a significant premium for them. A 1977 20-cent coin with a dramatic split planchet error or a significant off-center strike, especially in high condition, could easily be worth several $100s or potentially even more, depending on the rarity and visual appeal of the mistake. So, what is the maximum value we can expect for this coin right now, at this very moment? For a standard top-tier gem, uncirculated 1977 20-cent piece, without any errors. The current maximum market value sits comfortably at around $64.80. But if you're the incredibly lucky owner of a rare error coin, that maximum value could skyrocket to over $200 or even $500, depending on the specific error and the grade. And this brings us to the most important question of all: who actually wants to buy this coin? The answer is a huge and growing community of Australian coin collectors, known as numismatists, who are specifically building complete date sets of the 20-cent platypus series. These dedicated collectors are constantly searching for every date, and especially for high-quality examples like the 1977, to fill the missing holes in their albums, creating a steady and reliable demand. So, is the value of this coin really high or low? The answer is that its current value is modest for circulated coins, but its potential is absolutely massive. The $64.80 coin of today could easily become a $200 coin or more in the next 10 to 20 years as collectors compete for the few remaining high-grade examples. The supply of beautiful gem quality coins is fixed and only shrinks, while the demand from collectors only grows, a perfect recipe for future profits. Your mission now is to go on a treasure hunt right in your own home. Dig through every old jar, every forgotten drawer, every dusty corner, and every roll of coins you've been saving for a rainy day. You are looking for that one specific date, 1977, with the Queen's stunning portrait and the swimming platypus. But most importantly, you are looking for perfection, coins that look like they were minted yesterday, with sharp details, brilliant luster, and no major marks. If you find one that looks special, do absolutely nothing to clean it, because cleaning a coin destroys its collector value instantly and completely. Instead, get it certified and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, and that certification will be your golden ticket that proves its authenticity and grade to the world. Once it is certified, you can sell it at a major coin auction or directly to a private collector for its maximum price, turning a forgotten piece of spare change into a serious payday. The treasure is out there, smaller than the palm of your hand, waiting for you to find it. Now, go search, because your future fortune could be hiding in your own pocket change.